Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and joy for me to welcome you on our 12th session of Meet and Greet online meeting when we share good practices from different regions, from different continents this time. My name is Maria RIEHL, and I am the director of the UN office Vienna from the Women's Federation for World Peace International. I hope you know about our mission statement and about our work. We were founded in 1992 in South Korea through Mrs. Dr. Hak Chahan Moon, and we offer our life, or we decided to work for healthy families and for loving relationships in the family. From this point, we can bring these experiences even to the society and to our working places. And on this way, we can create a world of understanding and serving each other. We can share our ideas and we can build a nice world where every person can feel happy and accepted. This is in unity with the Sustainable Development Goal, what United Nations proclaimed 2015. And we still are working on it. Because we see in our days that instead of working together, many conflicts, even with wars, are appearing in our days. And this is very sad and very much inspiring for us to work for reconciliation and for understanding. In our days, the wars and killing each other is not the way that we can solve our problem and that we can make a world better place or happy place for everybody. So with this spirit, I want to open this evening, and I thank everybody who took time to participate and prepared words of greetings or explanation about good projects, what they are doing. And I am very happy that our sister and friend, Merle Blaschke-Sequila, could unite us and encouraged us to work for it. During this evening, I will ask Ms. Oliveira to guide us through this evening and to show us how we can share our ideas. Ms. Oliveira was born in Amsterdam, in Holland, and she lives there. And she is working currently as a legal guardian and child advocate of unaccompanied minor asylum seekers at the National Guardian Institution in the Netherlands. Since 6 years, she is working with our team in Vienna, and she is very supportive for our activities at the United Nations and even abroad. Ms. Oliveira, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. RIEHL, our beloved director of our UN Vienna team. And a very warm welcome to all of our colleagues, guests, and friends to our meet and greet number 12 with the title, What Women, Youth, and Civil Society Can Bring to the Table to Support the UN SDGs for 2030 to ensure no one is left behind. So thank you all for making the time to be with us this evening. And there's also another colleague who would like to extend some words of greeting. It's our beloved colleague in Albania, Mrs. Katerina MINOLARI. She is the president of the Women's Federation for World Peace in Albania, originally from Poland, and very active already for more than 25 years. Thank you so much, Katerina, for being with us tonight. And the floor is yours.
Good evening and welcome everybody. It's a pleasure and honor to be invited here to this special meeting of all the wonderful ladies and gentlemen who are all concerned about the peace and well-being of our societies and our world. I just would like to shortly maybe share about the activities that we do in Albania in support of the SDGs. So I will share my screen first. Okay, so we actually do quite a lot of activities with young people. So they will be in the category of education and raising the capacity of young people, especially to be active in society and contribute their skills. So they support those SDGs number 4, 5, and 16. And I would like to show you some examples. For example, already from the year 2020, we've been doing a yearly speech competition for young people to encourage them first to reflect on important themes and also learn to speak their thoughts and contribute their voice to the society. There are many skilled and ambitious young people, and we are giving them a platform. And also, we do not invite only young women. Of course, we want to first empower young women, but we think that for real gender equality, we need to work both with young men and women. So we always have also some men who also participate in the competition and who support this cause of advancing women in the society, which is very good to see. We also give them an opportunity of a training of public speaking, and they can also later be involved in various activities, so they can benefit of the platform that we have and the different activities that we organize where they can be part and contribute. This is a picture from finals of one of the competitions, and many of these young people already also are involved in the society. In this way, they are encouraged to work further. We also organize a project called Youth Peace Academy, and it's also a capacity raising project with a focus on leadership. So we believe that to be a true leader, you have to start from your own character, and this is what we want to encourage. So we present a paradigm of leadership, which is based on service and collaboration. And we also talk about the conflict resolution. Again, this is a very important skill in our world. And also we give them a practical skill of designing a project. So they would like to do something in the society. We teach them how to design it, how to plan it. And we usually also invite an expert, so somebody who is familiar with our ideals and is a good example of this kind of leadership. And usually it's a great opportunity both for those invited experts who enjoy speaking to young people and for the young people to learn from them and also understand that you can advance your career and contribute to the society by being faithful to those good, the values that we promote. And we also give them a chance to work in groups. This is how they develop their ideas of the project and participate in those activities. We also have been organizing activities related to the environmental awareness. So they also address many of those SDGs that you see on the screen. Especially we talk about the harmful effects of plastic because the overuse of plastic is very harmful for both water and the soil, land, and our life in general, so our human health. So, for example, one of our competition was organized under this theme related to the environment, and we also ran a campaign to teach about the recycling and to encourage people to maybe change some small habits in their lives. So we invited them to offer maybe the fabric, which we don't use, and we recycle that to make bags, which we distributed later. We also produced our bags to encourage people not to use plastic bags, but to use those bags, which they can use for a very long time, and this way reduce the harm to our environment. So we teach about plastic, especially in schools, and this is a photograph that we gave them a presentation and distributed our bags. We also had a chance to speak on a public TV about our initiative. And also, of course, we always work on the social media because they have a lot of power. And of course, many young people are there. So we gave this message. Of course, this is in Albanian, you don't understand, but I hope that the messages maybe can speak for themselves, right? We eat plastic because plastic is everywhere. We eat fish. Many times we eat plastic in the fish. And the fish also, or like the turtles themselves, sometimes they are hurt because they cannot distinguish between a plastic bag and maybe a jellyfish. For them, it looks the same. And so here we also had a presentation at the university. And so this was a smaller campaign, and based on that, we organized another one, which was part of a project sponsored by the municipality of Tirana. And we started it again with a training about the harmful effects of plastic with an invited expert. So he was a well-known figure that attracted many young people. This is the image. And then we followed it up with the presentations in many high schools in the main cities. And in Albania, this was organized in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. And we also invited the youth to participate in a competition of environmental initiatives and videos. So these are just a few images from this campaign. And it ended with a great final where we invited the young people from all those schools to a final event and concert where they could present their ideas and videos, and the best one was selected and received the prizes. So again, we have the support both from the Ministry of Education and Ministry of the Environment with the deputy ministers at the final event. And these are the young people, and these are some of their ideas that were presented at this event. So that phone app to quickly locate a recycling bin and so on. So this is very shortly some of our initiatives. I hope these were inspiring to you, and I wish you a wonderful evening and sharing together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Katerina, for this beautiful presentation of what Women's Federation Albania is doing at the moment. And like I said, you're always very active, and we're very happy that you could join us tonight, make some time for us. So thank you for your words of greetings as well. And we also would like to invite Mrs. Chryzl SICAT from the Permanent Mission of the Philippines in Vienna. She's the 3rd Secretary Vice Consul. On behalf of the mission of the Philippines, she would like to greet us, and we're always very grateful for the support of the permanent missions so we can work together for the greater good and the SDGs. Mrs. SICAT, the floor is yours, and very welcome.
Thank you, Oliveira. Thank you, WFWPI, and to the speakers, resource persons, and participants. Grüß and welcome to the Meet and Greet program of the WFWP Vienna. The Philippine Embassy and Permanent Mission in the United Nations and other international organizations in Vienna supports activities such as this as they provide a platform for thinkers, movers, and actors in promoting inclusive and sustainable development for all. These initiatives make us realize that the actual work does not rest on the shoulders of one institution or sector. It is a collective effort of the public and private institutions with complementation of civil society and people's organizations. The public sector's role is to provide an enabling environment to facilitate growth, opportunities, and development for all sectors of society. In terms of our existing initiatives, the Philippines is currently the gender penholder at the International Atomic Energy Agency. And we are responsible for the biannual drafting of the gender resolution for empowering and involving more women in the nuclear field. So it was the most recent resolution was passed last year, and we hope to do one more in 2027. At the domestic level, the Philippine government currently reviews Philippine laws to update out their applicability to the developments in gender. One such is the allowing of female and women Filipinos to retain their maiden surname even if they get married. And at the same time, the expansion of the maternity leave benefits for our women Filipinos. At the multilateral front, we also chaired the Group of Friends of Gender at the UNO. So the Philippines has been really active in participating and advocating for gender and women empowerment in various multilateral forums. In the domestic, I go back again to the domestic. There is we advocate for gender balance in all industries, and in our ministry, the Department of Foreign Affairs, gender balance is currently at almost 50-50. We currently also have most of our undersecretaries or deputy ministers as women, which are 5 of them out of 6 as women. So it's a testament to the value that we place on what women can provide in the decision-making tables. Youth involvement, in terms of youth involvement in local community governance, the Philippines is also active in that in such a way that our local community governance are we have youth participation. We have local youth councils at the community levels, and they elect their own representatives at the city level youth councils. So from the most basic unit of governance in the Philippines, we involve our youth in governance up to the highest level. So we also have some youth MPs and representatives. So they get elected every election cycle. And this ensures that at the level of the government on its policy-making bodies, the youth are properly represented. These milestones and initiatives affirm our country's long-standing commitment to advancing women and youth rights and promoting inclusive development. They are also a testament to the long road that the Philippines had taken to reach where we are now. In terms of gender parity, we are ranked 25th by the World Economic Forum and out of the 146 countries, and we are ranked first in Southeast Asia. The Philippines has long been recognized for its legal system that supports initiatives to bring the gender gap in the political, economic, and labor representation to zero, if not at the minimum. And we hope to do more with our partners in the private sector and in civil society organizations in these aspects. In previous meet and greets, I mentioned about the Philippine government's policies in empowering the youth and providing them avenues to participate in governance and in the nation's development. And I remember I also mentioned it, I was part of this local community councils when I was in my teenage years. So tonight, I hope Andy is here, Mr. Andy PENAFUERTE, but if he's not here, we hope to hear from him in the coming meet and greets because he has excelled in providing a voice for the young generation with his presence and various high-level engagements in Europe. So I hope everyone gets to meet him in the future if he's still not here tonight. I'm excited for you all to hear his story of youth leadership, of Filipino youth leadership in Europe. We are also joined by other sustainable development actors from various industries and civil society organizations tonight. And I'm excited to hear their stories of hope and shared progress. I hope that through their stories, everyone becomes inspired in looking for avenues and opportunities to cooperate and collaborate more toward peace and development, not only in the Philippines and with Filipinos, but also with other partners and organizations who have the same goals for inclusivity and progress. Again, thank you very much, WFWP, for this opportunity. Here and now.
Thank you so much, Mrs. SICAT, for your encouraging words and for showcasing what the Philippines is doing, what efforts they are making to realize more equity and empowering the youth. Thank you so much for for educating us on that. And I think that Mr. Andy just joined us as we were speaking. So we're happy he could make it tonight. So thank you for promoting him already. That's amazing. So thank you so much for your presence here and for the support of the mission of the Philippines. And let's keep working together. Thank you so much. So without further ado, we are going to listen to or welcome our first speaker of this evening, Councillor Myla ARCENO. She is a Filipina British politician, a National Health Service worker, and community leader based in England. Her current position as cabinet member, Neighbourhoods and Older People Stevenage Borough Council. There's many more things to say about Mrs. Myla ARCENO, but I would just like to give her the floor on this topic. So Mrs. ARCENO, thank you so much for joining us, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Oliveira. Oliveira, and also thank you so much for Miss Merly Sokila Blask for inviting me. And to you, all of you, it's my pleasure indeed to meet you. So my speech, my name is Myla ARCENO, as Miss Oliveira said. I'm the councillor in Stevenage here in Hertfordshire in the United Kingdom. And it will be in my speech later. Yes, I am an elected councillor and the first Filipino councillor being elected, and also as a mayor being elected under the Labour Party, and the first one here in Stevenage, Hertfordshire. And my portfolio is neighborhoods and older people. At the same time, I am also a cardiac rehab physiotherapist. So my everyday task as a clinician is all about the heart. It's all about love. And this evening, of course, I have divided, the areas of my speech into 6 areas. So the first one, it's about the digital bridge, the women, youth, and our collective 2030 vision. So the virtual connection. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my sisters, brothers, and friends of the Women's Federation for World Peace across the globe. It is, of course, and indeed an honor and a privilege to join you. Though we are separated by screens and time zones, the purpose that unites us has never been more urgent. We are here for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs for 2030. What women, youth, and civil society can bring to the table to support the UN SDGs for 2030 to ensure that no one is left behind, working together for peace and development for a resilient and sustainable future for generations to come. But beyond the policy papers, we are here to talk about people. So my name is Myla ARCENO, and my journey from the Philippines to serving as the first Filipina mayor of Stevenage in the United Kingdom has taught me one thing: a resilient future isn't built by the governments alone. It is built by the hands of women, the energy of youth, and the heart of civil society. So the migrants map, leaving no one behind. When we talk about SDG 10, the reduce inequalities, I think of myself, my migrant heart. 23 years ago, in 2003, I arrived in the UK with my husband and 5-year-old son with a profession and a prayer. As a woman migrant, you sometimes or often feel invisible, or sometimes the anxiety of the new environment, culture, and systems. Yet, you are the very person bridging that gap between 2 worlds. When we integrate, we don't lose our identity. We expand the identity of our new home. In my community work, I co-founded the Stevenage Filipino British Community and the Stevenage Hertfordshire Barrio Fiesta with our goals to enhance community cohesion and camaraderie, and was also a board of trustee of the European Network of Filipino Diaspora with our aims to connect the Filipinos in Europe. And I currently the ambassador for Global Influential Filipino Women Network with charity initiatives to help eradicate poverty and hunger, which is the SDG 1 and 2. For me, leaving no one behind starts with a stranger in your neighborhood. We brought people together through culture and service. To everyone watching today who feels like an outsider, your unique perspective is exactly what the global table needs. You are not a guest in the story of development. You are. You who are watching, you are the author of it. The maternal leaderships in action. As a mother, a wife, and a cardiac rehab physiotherapist in the National Health Service, my daily life is dedicated to SDG number 3, good health and well-being, and the SDG number 5, the gender equality. I see healthcare as the ultimate foundation for peace. You cannot have a suitable society if the people are not whole, with mental, physical, and emotional health and well-being. This is where maternal leadership, a core pillar of the Women's Federation for World Peace, a maternal leadership, it will come in. In my time as mayor, I will probably have to reiterate that. Okay? This is where maternal leadership, a core pillar of the Philippine Federation of World Peace, comes in. In my time as a mayor and now as a cabinet member, I've found that leading is like a mother. Okay, a mother means leading with a 360-degree view. You are not just looking at one point, but you have eyes and insights with what's happening around you. I probably want to reiterate that again. I've found that leading is like a mother. It means leading with a 360-degree view. You are not just looking at one point, but you have eyes and insights with what's happening around you. With my portfolio in neighborhoods and older people, it means ensuring our age and dementia-friendly initiative helps our older people and all ages, while making sure to support our environmental initiatives to protect our planet, which is the SDG number 12. We women don't just do politics, we nurture the future. Women bring a culture of heart to the table, a way that leading that values cooperation over competition and sustainability over short-term gain. And number 4, the area of youth, the digital architects. To the young leaders watching this stream, you are the most connected generation in human history. You bring the innovation required to hit the 2030 targets. But more than technology, you bring an intolerance for injustice. Yes, you, the youth, it's more than just technology. You bring an intolerance for injustice. Our role in civil society is to ensure that the bridge of peace we talk about in Women's Federation for World Peace is a two-way street. We offer you our experiences, but we must take your lead on climate urgency and digital equity. A sustainable future is a co-authored future. We are not just passing you the baton, we are running the race beside you. In Stevenage, here in our town, we have various intergenerational activities. We have the youth mayor and the deputy mayor and the team for youth and school children projects. And we are encouraging the young Filipinos to take the lead of our community events. The power of partnerships and collaboration. The SDG number 17 is about partnerships. This virtual gathering that we are having this evening is the perfect example, or in the Philippines, it's already morning. This virtual gathering is the perfect example. Civil society is the glue of the United Nations goals. While leaders sign treaties, we, women in our local councils, the youth in our schools and universities, the migrants in our healthcare systems are the ones doing the work. Governments provide the framework, but civil society provides the pulse. In Stevenage, I've seen what happens when we work together across faiths and backgrounds. We create a resilient community. Resilience isn't just about surviving a crisis. It's about thriving together because we refuse to let anyone fall through the cracks. And for a conclusion, a call for the screen. As I look into the camera today, this evening, I don't just see pictures, videos, or pixels. I see a global family. In the Philippines, we call it bayanihan, the spirit of communal unity. Let us take that spirit into every corner of the world. Let us work for a 2030 where peace is not a dream, but a lived reality for every generations to come. My name is Myla ARCENO and I am proud to speak here and stand with you. Thank you, maraming salamat, madamo gid nga salamat, mayong gabi. Thank you so much. And if you have questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Myla ARCENO from the UK. So, yeah, sorry, you covered so many beautiful topics, and I really love every word you were saying. You have such a bright and amazing energy. Thank you for being with us and highlighting all the efforts that Stevenage is locally doing to make sure that people are thriving together and strengthening the resilience of all the people in the county. So you were talking about the elderly people. I really also this is also very valuable to advocate for the elderly people and to make them a part of society. Together with the young people, the digital architects, you mentioned the power of women. Well, I could go on, and I don't remember what the communal word is for the Filipino word for communal unity. What was it again?
Bayanihan. Bayanihan.
Okay, I have to ask that again a little bit later. Bayanihan. Yeah,
it's like, for example, in the Philippines, like if you have to move house, literally, if you have to move house, because before the houses are made of wood and made of leaves, when you have to move house, the whole community will help you to move your house from one place to another. We call it bayanihan. So you can actually work and achieve a goal, no matter how hard it is, but with the community spirit and the bayanihan, you will be able to do it. So that's why anywhere we go around the world, we always bring it with us.
Yes, thank you so much for that. And I think that's definitely what the world needs now, especially in the cities. So thank you so much for putting that in as well. And then we will go to our next speaker of this evening, and that's Mrs. Arshia DUTTA. A very warm welcome, Arshia. Arshia is a student at Queen's Technical High School in New York. She's originally from New Delhi, India. And as a sophomore, she's recognized for her programming, art, and dance. And also, she is a global peace ambassador at the UN Women's Federation for World Peace International. So, Arshia, thank you so much for being here. And the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Miss Oliveira. I'll go ahead and share my screen. So today, as a Youth Peace Ambassador, I'll be talking about my sustainability projects, especially the ones that I've done with the Women's Federation. So starting off a little bit about me, I'm currently a high school senior based in Queens, New York. I'm originally from India, and I have been programming since I was in middle school, and I have experience in app development. I joined the UN Women's Federation for World Peace International in 2024 as an intern. And with them, I was able to attend numerous prestigious events at the UN HQ, such as the Summit of the Future, HLPF, and many more to hopefully come. So starting off with permaculture, which was a key theme, especially for Women's Federation's Philippines chapter. I was able to aid them by creating an app and a program that is yet to be launched, but it is in the works. So permaculture is a system of designing self-sufficient systems and refers to gardens in this context. It mimics patterns and relationships found in nature, which are usually symbiotic relationships between plants and components. So basically, this would be an app that would mimic Farmville. I'm pretty sure it was there a few years ago if you played it on Facebook. Um, Through that, you would be able to learn about plants and how you could create your own permaculture garden. And the program itself is where Women's Federation would teach learners about how to develop an app such as Farmville and host a competition at the end to develop their own versions of the best app, and the best one being rewarded a trip to New York and some additional prizes. And as you can see, that's our director of Women's Federation in New York. That's Miss Merle. Some other SDG projects that I've also created involved with 11 and 12. So the first one is Fashion Shiz. It is aligned with SDG 12, which is responsible production and consumption. And it is a prototype of an app that I created in 2022 as part of a project with some of my fellow peers. It was quite a rigorous process, but I would say it was quite fun because I was able to learn more about the UN SDGs in the process. So basically, the app would help users upcycle their clothing into new products. And through the app, by providing them with a platform, they would be able to give those clothes away and buy the upcycled clothing as well. And this prototype was also able to gain some recognition as I was able to present it to Columbia University Center for Sustainable Development. And those are some pictures of us presenting it there. And in case you have a phone nearby, you can also scan the QR code if you want to try out the prototype yourself. And here is a short demo. Basically, you can sign up or log in. There's a little homepage where you can sell, buy items, check out about the SDG itself. Moving on to another one that I created was a community goals app, which was more aligned with SDG 11. And it focuses on helping communities become more interconnected with their local governments by creating an app that helps them set common goals for the entire community and individually track their own progress towards it. This app would greatly help on a local level in nearly all communities, as it would make it easier for local governments to communicate. As someone who is a resident in New Delhi, I feel like we were kind of disconnected with our local government, which would create additional problems. So I feel like an app such as this would definitely help for future goal setting and also interconnection between local governments and the people that they govern. And now talking about some of my overall experience with the Women's Federation, I was able to technologically help and host CSW 68 and 69 with Women's Federation, which was one of the very first events that I had attended and helped them organize. It was an annual event where various delegates, most if not all women from around the world, share their resolutions in one place. And it was a very diverse and enriching experience that technologically challenged me and also helped me open my connections to further delegates. Then when it comes to more intern cohort activities, as an intern at Women's Federation, I was able to experience unique events with my fellow interns. I was able to go through rotations of about 2 or 3 of them. And I met many people along the way, and it was definitely a fruitful experience. Most importantly, Summit of the Future and HOPF, which was probably the highlight of my internship at Women's Federation, as I was able to meet not just delegates in the US, but international delegates, connect with them, learn more about their experience. And I feel like that really made it more impactful because as someone in high school, I feel like such experiences are quite rare. And I was pretty lucky enough to experience them. And lastly, talking about some of the apps projects and presentations with the Women's Federation, I was able to utilize my technical skills and put them to use by creating applications for Women's Federation and being assigned as an ambassador for some of the projects, which then I went on to present at some key events, such as the one we hosted at Keene University, and then to the director of the chapter. So those were some of my projects. I hope you enjoyed them. They were all in relation to the SDGs. I feel like with the Women's Federation, I was able to learn so much more about them, and not just like individually, like the ones I created, Fashion Chiss. And Women's Federation provided me with that experience that I didn't know I needed. And it helped me open some doors that definitely helped me a lot in life. So thank you. If you have any further questions, you can contact me here.
Thank you so much, Arshia, for your amazing presentation. And I think some people wanted to still see the QR code.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it possible to get it back, or maybe put
Yes,
it in
for
the
sure.
chat? What is best? So, because that's amazing.
It is right here.
Yes, so let's give the people a moment to possibly scan the QR code, and then of course they could contact you as well. Wow, it must be exciting to be able to create these type of very diverse apps that actually support the SDGs. I heard,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, right, the permaculture, the fashion conscious app, I would say, and the community goals app. I really love that one as well, to really link the youth with their local governments. So, and all these apps are still in a concept, or are they already? Could they be active already?
They are yet to be active, but they have been presented as ideas, and they are definitely in the process of being launched soon.
Amazing. That sounds very, very exciting. Thank you so much, Arshia, for being with us here. And I can imagine a lot of people have some questions for you later. So thank you so much. And then we want to invite actually your father, Mr. Anupam DUTTA. He's a director of the Global Digital Transformational Leader, also based in New York. Mr. Anupam, thank you so much for being here. And please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ms. Oliveira. Let me share my screen first. I hope you're able to see me. Yeah. So about it. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, and evening to everyone. And my special thanks to Ms. Morley, Vienna, and also Ms. Morley to New York, and everyone at all the chapters of the Women Federation. And thank you for this opportunity. And today I would be touch upon a little bit of artificial intelligence and the digital transformation, how this is happening, industrial revolution at this moment. So I'll take you that the 18th century, the industrial revolution, what has happened, and now the digital era, the digital revolution, which is happening right now in the last 1 or 2 years. So I would say that we are living in a time where artificial intelligence is transforming industries, government, people, and the economy. Okay, and the real question is like we must ask that will this transformation benefits everyone or only the few? That the question a lot of people they might have inside, but at the same time, I think this is for everyone. Okay, so if you think about individual, economy, people, community, everyone needs AI and the digital transformation. Okay, so AI is an equalizer, I would say. And what exactly which we are doing, like it is not actually replacing. A lot of people that think that AI is replacing the job up to a certain extent. Yes, but actually if we enhance our skill a little bit towards AI, it will give a lot of opportunity. And people who actually use AI will not replace, it will enhance. So what exactly it is happening, like automation, if we talk about using AI, it is helping in our day-to-day life, okay? Every day we are using AI, and then automation, we are doing the small businesses and we are accessing the tools which previously the large corporation was having. Now the tools, AI tools are everywhere, and it is actually increasing the cost efficiency. And like today, if I give one example of what, like, AI allows small business to automate the customer service, like let's say day to day accounting, marketing, analytics. Earlier days, even 20 years back, if you remember, like only the Fortune 500 companies, they used to have those like AI driven platform. Now everyone is having, okay? So, but how we will do this, because every day we need to learn and we need to come forward as a team, because in our objective and mission, um, let me share our background a little bit of the Headway. Like we started almost like 10 years, and I came from the corporate background, or 26 years to the enterprise client. And now, what we are doing, we are trying to train a lot of people in AI driven mission and try to give them a job. So our objective in next 3 to 5 years, we'd like to offer or create 5,000 jobs, and then 50,000 at least the AI driven, like AI training, so that people are very much aware of, and then either we will absorb them or we will help them to get the jobs. And now talking about a little bit the workforce developments, because women everywhere, and being like I'm also a global peace ambassador, part of the Women Federation New York team. At the same time, I think we need to think about that how we can help and bring men and women together in this transformation, in this journey, because this is the emerging market we are talking about. And the skill development, like people, a lot of people, they lost their job, but that doesn't mean that okay, they will not get it. So we need to enhance a little bit of the AI workforce training. Then little bit we need to change our mind towards entrepreneurship, like where the small business transformation, anyone can think about it, and then the enterprise AI strategy, and this will help the economic growth together. And what we're talking about, the digital literacy, that inclusive growth means ensuring women entrepreneurs, small business owners, and the developing region are not left behind. So we need to bring that digital literacy and financial education for everyone. And that's a reason, like we are expanding everywhere our AI training, national level, international level, in the global market, where they can access our platform and tools, and and then at the same time we are helping them to find the job as well. And another thing is, like, as I'm part of the Women Federation, so last year we initiated one app that is called the Guapa app, and which will be launching soon, in a couple of weeks. So, which will be connecting everyone. This is actually a property of Women Federation of Women Peace International, and we will be handing over to them. And this will, like, everyone across the globe, all the chapters, it will be together under this app. And another thing is, which I would like to, from the Headway side, which we are doing in digital transformation, the enterprise client, the small businesses, we are empowering small businesses. And at this moment, we are planning to expand in 15 states in US. Already we have our base in India, little bit of UK and Canada, and then after, like, we are planning to come up with Middle East and Europe part as well. So yeah, so what I wanted to share that which, like, the private and public partnership together, we need to come together, and how we can create job opportunity, and the technology should be accessible to everyone. And when you talk about the peace is not only the one thing, like, how we need to create job opportunities, the income flows, so that it can resonate, it can directly help people. And definitely one thing I would like to mention, that is a mental health. So we also need to consider the mental health as well across the globe. So yeah, considering the digital literacy and all other things, the future of AI is not just an innovation, it's an inclusion. So we need to come together, we need to be responsible globally, collaboratively, we come together, and then let's follow this journey. Okay, that's from my side. Yeah. And last but not the least, I mean, 20 years back, we all talk about like IQ, intelligence quotients, right? Then after 20 years, we realize that is the EQ, that is the emotional quotients. But I would like to tell this, that I don't know, that's called LQ, love quotients. Okay, that is a huge power is there, and I think we need to spread the love, come together, everyone, and then what we can do, how we can help each other. That way, we need to follow it. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anupam, for highlighting the importance of AI and how it could benefit us all, and how important it is that everybody gains some digital literacy. And I loved how you closed as well. Thank you so much for being with us again. And stay tuned for questions that people might have. And it's beautiful to have you and your daughter in the same panel today. So thank you so much. Then without further ado, we're going to our next speaker, Mr. Andy PENAFUERTE III. He is an independent Filipino multimedia journalist based in Central Europe. He has covered high-profile events in 2025 and also earlier, and also including the PayPal events in the Vatican City, and also the detention of President Rodrigo Duterte in The Hague. So there are a lot of other impressive things to say, but Mr. Andy, we're very grateful that you could make some time tonight to join us and share some words with us. So without further ado, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ms. Oliveira. Can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Okay, thank you so much. I apologize that I was late in this event because, as Ms. Oliveira mentioned, I am in The Hague together with my colleague, JV. Come here. So I wanted to show you my colleague. So because we are covering The Hague together. So JV is my trusted colleague and very good friend.
I also spoke to him once.
And he already spoke at the event. So yeah, thank you, JV. Thank you. So I'm still in my suit because I was in the ICC public gallery today. I covered the second day of the hearing, confirmation of charges hearing against our former president, Rodrigo Duterte. But my contribution to this event is not about Duterte. It's not about political. In the common sense of political, but I wanted to build on the idea that the idea of being political. So my work and my profession as a journalist, it allowed me over the years to understand and see that the personal can be political and the political can be personal. What used to be personal, whether or not it reaches great mass, can be political. And what can be political can affect any one of us, the biggest or the smallest, the nearest or the furthest, the most opportune or the least privileged. My work allows me to speak with people from different parts of society. So whether it be the foreign minister of Austria or the vice president of the Philippines, even the blue collar workers or street sweepers, anyone in between. My work of talking to these people is a privilege. And now, as a migrant journalist, I am able to speak with my fellow diaspora members and understand their experience. So I covered them and spoke with them, interviewed with them, and heard their lived experiences. Because of my stature as a journalist, I can speak with these people, and the dimensions and differences of their experiences vary. They capture the very personal and they can demonstrate the very political. And again, the personal can be political, the political can be personal. This, everything of this, constitute different dimensions of the human experience. So with today's very chaotic information environment, we need discernment and empathy. Information can be polluted, misconstrued, or misinterpreted. Again, the personal is political. What is personal to us, we can use that to improve the information environment. And what is political around us, we can use to go beyond and build differences. That's my short message for today. Thank you very much. And I hope you were not really expecting a long speech from me. But yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak and share my insights with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andy, for jumping in and being with us, although you are very busy. And before you go, I would like to ask my colleague from Vienna to have a say.
Yes, hello everyone, and yeah, my name is Myla, and I'm representing Youth and Students for Peace, and we are honored to give today a special award, the Youth Ambassadors for Peace Award, to Andy, because yeah, we are working, like he has been, especially give this award to young people who are like having exemplary work for young people and who really bring to also encourage young people to do more. And now he's also definitely, since the second year, he's like like organizing the Youth Changemaker Forum and many other projects. So we really want to give you this award today. And yes, maybe Lily, you can show how the award looks like, because then I also can read the text what it's written on there, because we really want to honor you in this regard. So let me read it. The Universal Peace Federation, which is our partner organization, and Youth and Students for Peace proudly recognize Mr. Andy PENAFUERTE as a Youth Ambassador for Peace for exemplary the ideas of intercultural harmony, moral integrity, altruism, and furthering the work of the United Nations, thereby contributing to a unified world of peace, which is the hope of all ages, wherein the spiritual and material dimensions of life are harmonized and the foundation for creating a Yojang filial heart culture of peace is established. So hereby we want to give you this Youth Ambassador for Peace Award. Thank you for your great work, and please continue working like this.
Thank you so much. It's really an honor to receive this award. Thank you so much. I mean, like, I was not really expecting a lot of things, I mean, because it's more of like just me doing the things that I love, the things that make me want to get up in the morning. And one of those things is to help young people. And at the same time, as a journalist, again, like I mentioned, I get a lot of experiences from other people. And I wanted to tap into these experiences and, you know, understand and make full use out of it and how to improve the lives of others, especially the youth, the underprivileged youth. So with this award, like I'm so happy. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Melise. And thank you, Mr. PENAFUERTE. for being with us. And yes, hope to see you next time as well. Congratulations, well deserved. And amazing that we can do work that wants us to get up in the morning. So thank you so much. And then we will go to our last speaker of this evening. Last but definitely not least, it is Mrs. Katerina Bidi. She is an entrepreneur and a human rights advocate, and also the executive director of Women for Positive Actions. She has a lot of experience in a lot of projects, and I would like to welcome her to share what she wants to share for our meet and greet number 12. So, Mrs. Catherine, the floor is yours. Let me see if we...
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, everyone, depending on your time. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Moderator, for pronouncing my last name, because most of the time people struggle to pronounce it. And actually, it is an indigenous name, but I'm quite impressed the way you pronounce it. Thank you so much. So I'm Katerina Bidi from Liberia, West Africa. I'm the Executive Director for Women for Positive Actions. We are a women's rights and women-led organization that advocates for women, girls, children, and youth, their rights. So we have been registered since 2016, and we have been doing work around the SDGs. But for time's sake, we'll just highlight a few of our work we have been doing in Liberia, not just in the capital city, Monrovia, but other parts of Liberia, we have been working. So how Liberian women ensure no one is left behind. So like I said, Women for Positive Actions, we have been existing 2016, and we are EcoSource accredited organization with the UN. Yeah, we are UN EcoSource accredited organization. Since we started, we acquired this accreditation last year, 2025, July. So, and the SDG goals we work on, goal 4, goal 5, 8, 10, 13, 16, and of course, 17. So we have been working around there. And as a women's rights organization, we have been making sure that everyone gets involved. The issue about leaving no one behind, it shouldn't just be a talk, but it should come with action. And that what we have been doing as our grassroots organization in Liberia. So we have been working with women from diverse backgrounds, marginalized women, women with disabilities, women that are in the informal sector, and of course the formal sector. Because in Liberia, 74% of the women, they are all informal sector. They are all females who are working within formal sector. They are most of them are entrepreneurs. They are doing their own business. So how we've been working along with some of them, we've been training some of them, training them life skills training to make sure they empower themselves. Because not everybody will wait for government job. But what you can do is to empower them to make sure that they are trained to empower and to empower themselves, to make sure they put food on their table and feed their family. So we have training in soap making, we are training in agriculture and literacy training. Then we talk about gender equality, because we believe that everyone should have their rights, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your physical structure, regardless of your level of wealth. Everyone should be equal, and everyone's rights should be observed. So what we do, we focus on preventing gender-based violence. Like in our country, the issue of rape is very high. And currently, few days ago, there was a gang rape occur. 10 men went out with 1 woman. So it's something that is very alarming in Liberia. So as an organization, we make sure we speak against gender-based violence, and we also promote women in leadership. We believe that women should be at the table of decision making, not just to sit back, but women should be involved in the decision making processes. That's gender equality. We talk about women should have access, equal access to whatever decision and whatever benefits that everybody will get. Women should have equal access to that, and strengthening women's political participation. So we have been working with women in leadership at the local level and at the national level. The local level has to do with the leeward counties. We've been training women to go for position within their communities now. Women are holding positions like paramount chiefs. Women are also holding positions like major. Unlike first, there were only men who were holding those positions, but because our continued advocacy, we see women are taking lead. And currently, our Senate Pro Tem in the House of Parliament, she's a female. We have a female Senate Pro Tem. And that's the first Democratic Senate Pro Tem in Liberia, a female. So, I mean, that's the work we are doing, making sure that women are strengthened politically. And talk about peace building. We also involve women and children that women's rights should be protected. We need safe space. We need peace wherever we are as women. So we talk about decent work and economic growth to reduce inequality. So we believe in training to enhance women economic empowerment. Like I talk about the vocational training. We also, in agriculture, we have some projects in agriculture where we give small farmers some seeds to plant, and also we make sure that they harvest the product and sell the proceeds they got from the sale. They use that to empower themselves as women. So we make sure to protect them as well. In the financial literacy aspect, because most of them are now formally educated. Training in all the other literacy training where we give them the basic knowledge on how to manage their finances. Because if you empower them, they also know they should know how to manage. The issue of management is very key in whatever they are doing. So we train them how to manage their businesses, and we do business incubation and financial support. We give them small loan. We give women loan. We give them loans so they can strengthen their business. Some of them, they're loan for the farmer. Some of them for the business women. That's the loan we give them. And the support came from Women Peace Humanitarian through the UN Women. And the livelihood project too was supported by UNDP. So we have been there and talk about quality education. We believe that quality education is very key. So we support people who are ambitious to go to school. Some of them who have dropped out, we encourage them to go back to school. And we also carry on awareness in schools. And we advocate for strong policy that children, women and girls should have access to quality education, not just education, but quality education. So we advocate at the policy level. We do that with the Ministry of Education and with the House of Parliament. We make sure that the laws they are passed, it should be in the favor of the young women and children. They should have access to quality education, and we encourage them to go to school as well. In as much as government providing the space for them to have quality education, they should prioritize their education. So we do training in different areas. We do awareness in high schools as well, because we believe that the issue about information need to be spread widely, knowing about their rights, knowing the importance of education, knowing that basic functions and climate actions. Like we talk about the livelihood project was supported by UN Women, by UNDP rather. It was around biodiversity, because the issue about climate change is affecting every part of the world. So, and most of our people instead of them doing low farming, they do high forest farming. They go in the forest, they fell the tree, and then they make the farms. Some of them do the coal, the charcoal. So we try to tell them that they should do away with the forest farming, but low land farming, that is to come within the community. So we give them alternative livelihood, because you can't just tell the people to leave what they are doing, but what is the alternative you are giving them? So in that life, we give them alternative livelihood that is so making I talk about. And the reason why we discourage them from felling a tree, because it affects the community. When the rain come, there is nothing to hold the rain. I mean, the flood will come within the community, and the flood can really cause damage. People, horses, people, in fact, because of flood, people migrate from their homes. People can be displaced to other places because of the flood. And it's the same thing. When they fell the tree, when the wind is coming, nothing to prevent the wind. And when the wind comes strong, it unroof houses. So we tell them the effect of climate change, how they can preserve the climate. And also we operate locally, and some we go for national and international conferences as well. We go for the CSW. And by the way, 2024, I met Myla at the CSW. She was passing on the street of New York, sharing the flyer for the World Federation. So that's the time she met me and she talked to me, and I attended your session in New York. And it was a very good session. It was an interactive session. And I've been to the CSW 2 times by the grace of God. And at the regional level too, we attended the AU Summit, where we have been discussing other issues that affect our region as Africa. And recently we're at the AU2, where we attended the Grace Summit at the AU. So we have been going to other UN functions as well in Kenya. And Women for Positive Actions, I mean, we are doing our best in Liberia to make sure that everyone gets involved, nobody left behind in our own way. Currently, we don't have a project, but we are doing our self-initiative, because what we call for is to make sure that the measures go, people are protected, and information is spread widely. So it's my pleasure to be a part of this session this evening. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to Melanie, especially. I want to say thank you, and I'm looking forward to be a part of this good family. Looking forward to see how best you people can extend in this part of the world, Liberia, West Africa, and how Women for Positive Actions can establish that relationship with you people. Thank you for the opportunity again.
Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Catherine, for this powerful showcase of the work of Women for Positive Actions in Liberia. It's really amazing how you actually are leaving no one behind, and how you work from the grassroots, linking it to the policy levels and locally and internationally. Like you said, it was also a very beautiful PowerPoint to see, very clear. Thank you for also leaving your contacts. And that's why we are here at Meet and Greet, because we want to provide an online platform for amazing people doing great things for the greater good, and connect them so we can work together even more to achieve these SDGs for a better world. So thank you so much, Ms. Bidi. I loved your powerful energy. Thank you for all of the work you do, and also for all of your colleagues. So we're almost coming to an end of this evening. And the last speaker I would like to invite is our colleague, Mrs. Marlies Ladstetter. She is the president of the International Association for Youth Students for Peace in Vienna, and she will say something about the projects they're doing there. And so, Marlies, thank you so much, and the floor is yours.
So thank you so much. I hope you can see my PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
So Yeah, thank you so much for the great work from my speakers before. They were already shared. It's really an honor to also to speak to you today because, yeah, I want to share one of our key initiatives of Youth and Students for Peace, which is the Peace Designer Training. And basically, it empowers really youth to achieve their dreams and support the surroundings, especially create peace projects in the local communities. So what I want to share is what is actually the Peace Designer Training about. And it's very a practical tool, including also the Sustainable Development Goals, as this is also our topic today. So yeah, it's an education initiative focused on peace and sustainability. It's like implementing and participants implement the peace projects, as I mentioned, in their communities. So in a step-by-step process, they learn how to create a peace project, and then they try to implement it also in their communities. And as I mentioned, it's including the UN Sustainable Development Goals, especially on education, peace and justice, and also, of course, sustainability. And it's not just a theoretical approach, but it's a very practical and project-based learning. And it's not only formal learning, but very much informal by learning really on creating from a design thinking process. And this initiative is also created through an Erasmus Plus project together with an organization called CAP Romania and also the University of Tetovo in North Macedonia and our UMI chapter of YSP in Austria. So what is the vision of the Peace Designer Training? Is really to empower the young individuals to make conscious decisions and to motivate others to feel that they have the power to make their world a better place and become the change we want to like to see. As we also heard many examples of today's presentations. Here you can see some of our initiatives. We started mainly during the COVID time, so we had online sessions, and but here you can see on the left side on top, that's the University of Tetovo, where and also the UBT in Kosovo, where they had great initiatives together with students, where they learned it on a step-by-step process. And then on the right side, we had this training also in Hungary, where young people from all around Europe came together and learned this together with our peace design trainer, Cllr Sattelberger, which created mainly this program. What is this perspective all about? It's really on the peace perspective. It's more than like just, we talk more often that, you know, peace is not just the absence of war, but it's created, it's like built. And we talk really more about the positive peace, which means the 3P, the peace within myself, which is the inner tranquility, harmonious relationships, which are peace with others. And then, of course, the sustainable living, which is peace with our environment. So these are the 3 pillars that also include, that are also included in the Sustainable Development Goals. And also, of course, they're like more than just on one level because they're all like also, especially on the community level. But we first have to start with ourselves to find peace within, and then others, and then, of course, with our surrounding. And as I mentioned, it's a design thinking process. So this is first we have to understand the issue, what we want to tackle. And so we have to understand by connecting and then also pinpointing what is actually the issue that we want to, what we want to change in our community. Then we are trying to, what is the ideal situation? And then we want to plan. So we explore the topic. And then we actually realize and to reflect. So we put it into practice. So not just from, so we go from the back to the front. So to really identify the core issues and not just to see the surface, but to really go down under the iceberg. Yes, and of course there's like different models, and so it's really a total method, which is step by step, where people can really learn how to create the projects, and then of course they're supported to implement the projects. So this is our core initiative from the Youth and Students for Peace. Of course, also if you're interested and you're listening to this, we are also of course happy to to do it in your communities or in your school or university, wherever you feel inspired. Yeah. So thank you so much. And yes, I give back the word to Olivier.
Thank you so much, Marlies, for your presentation. And yes, we're coming. Thank you so much for showcasing what the Peace Designers Project training is doing. And I'm sure that helped a lot of young people, especially, to design their idea for the world. Thank you so much, Marlies. Yes. And then we're coming to a close of this evening. I hope we'll still have some time for questions and answers. And also, I already want to alert you that we want to make a group picture in a little bit. We'll first have some brief closing remarks, and then we would like to ask you, if possible, to open your camera so we can make a group pic from this amazing evening tonight. So I would like to welcome my colleague, Mrs. Renate Amersbauer. She is the president of the Women's Federation for World Peace in Austria, and also our very dear colleague at the UN team in Vienna. So Renate, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, dear Kyungin. Thank you very much. It's an honor and really special to be with all of you. I would like to see all of you at the same time, but maybe later. It was amazing to listen to you. We are from Women Federation, but we also call ourselves a Women's Peace Network. And so I think today is really also an example how we can network with each other. We are from so many different countries. We are from India, from Liberia, the very, very west part of Africa. We are from the Philippines and European countries, Netherlands, Slovakia. Some of us are Austrian, but actually not so many. Most of us have other origins, even living in Austria. Marlies is an Austrian lady as well. And it was really amazing for me to listen to every one of you. And I think it also so important that everything is done full of excitement to help the world to be a better place. And I think this is an amazing power that keeps us going, even things are never that easy as you believe, as you would like them to be. When time goes by, we learn that we want to make big steps, but then we are happy we made the next little step, and learning by doing, and also sharing experience. I must really say I'm so grateful because as Women Federation, we started 34 years ago, 1992, also in Austria with a lot of enthusiasm. And now we had many experiences. We fought our way into the UN. Maria RIEHL was a pioneer. And then we went there so many that they almost got afraid of us. They thought we were going to take over the committees, or I don't know what they thought, but we stood our way through. And now we have very respected and dignified relationships. We have good friends among the other NGOs. We are very good friends of people from the UN ODC in Vienna. We are always invited to talk about crime prevention, and actually all the projects that you are doing is really this crime prevention, and many of you mentioned it also, Mrs. ARCENO, or now our last speaker from Liberia, Mrs. Katerina Gibidi. I don't do it as well as my colleague. I'm very sorry, because to invest in young people.
Okay.
Please forgive me, Catherine. Please
Oh,
forgive me.
it's okay.
And also by what Marlies said, I'm so inspired by the young people, youth and students for peace, to have this peace designer and you said I think it was Miss Arseno, you said we are the co-creators. We are creating the world that we are living in. I mean, of course, we inherit from our forefathers, but then when we leave the world, then our children will say, and what did you do? What did you do to change it? Yeah. What did you try to do? So, and also it's not what we do alone, it's what we do together. and to learn and pass on experiences to the younger generation to help them. Yeah, it's actually a joy to say, okay, we learned a lot, but how can we pass it on and see those that are younger than we growing and getting into the boat and keep on going and going much further than we ever thought. Now, often I realize I have a certain mindset, and the next ones, they are going to have even a bigger mindset. So this is good, yeah. We have to move on. And we saw the example with the computers from Mr. Anupam. Thank you very much. All the old times, the industrial revolution, and now we have the AI revolution. But we are the subjects. We are the children in this world. And I thought if we can, when we make the photo, we are all on the same size in these pictures, and then we can reach out and join each other's hands, because we are one family of men and women, amazing women and amazing men, and joining together to really help to make this world a better place. I just want to really say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Also, thank you to Kyungin after a work day, really making such a nice moderation, and everyone who came on this call. Also, Mrs. Chryzl, sorry, I'm very sorry, my apologies. If she's still here, thank you so much for really staying up late at night after working day to be with us from the Philippine Embassy. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much, Renata, for your closing remarks. And I think before I would like to honor our project initiator. I think maybe now it's a good time to make a group picture, because maybe some people have to leave, some already had to leave. So Lily, I suggest that we will take a picture first, and then we go to our last closing remarks from our initiator, if that's okay. So if everybody could open their cameras again, let me get a full picture here.
Okay, if you want to wave, one more wave. Great.
Thank you so much.
All clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear Lily. And that's also, we also like to thank our technical colleague, Lily Gundaker, who has a lot of experience in a lot of different fields. Thank you so much for always having our back on the technical side. And then I would like to invite Mrs. Merli Sokila Blaschke, our project initiator of Meet and Greet online dialogues, for some brief greetings and closing remarks. So, Merli, the floor is yours. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim Yin. Amazing job you are doing. Yes. I am also very grateful to all the speakers and to the participants. Thank you for being with us. And yeah, I also want to say that it is very interesting to listen to all your amazing presentations and amazing job you are doing. Thank you so much for all the efforts you've been doing. Yeah, I believe that each of us has a divine responsibility to be peacemakers in order to bring into reality this dream, which is also God's dream. Despite the great worries and tribulations due to war, environmental crisis, and all kinds of conflicts causing global uncertainty, however challenging the world may seem, our sustainable peace works must continue. Our efforts to create a loving, peaceful environment where everyone lives without fear of any kind, but of dignity, love, and peace must prevail. And lastly, I want to share the following quote and to remind you that do what you can and God will do what you can. Thank you so much. And yeah, continue with your beautiful work. And we will meet again on the next episode.
Thank you, Merle, for your encouraging words, and especially for all of your effort behind the scene to deliver such a beautiful panel every time. You're very skilled to find or connect amazing people, and thank you for your hard work, because it's a full-time job. And we are very grateful that we are able, with your management and effort, to provide this platform, and we hope we can continue to do so in this coming year of 2026. I'm not sure when the next episode will be, but we will keep you posted. And we would like to offer a song from Mrs. Nora Waldman. She's an Austrian music teacher, but based in New Jersey, and also is affiliated with the Women's Federation for World Peace. And yeah, actually after that, the time is up, but if someone should have any very burning questions, please make sure to already put them in the chat, and we'll see if the presenter is still here or not. So we're closing this evening formally, and hopefully if anyone would like to connect, then hopefully the speakers are still here. So please enjoy this beautiful music piece from Nora Waldman.
Come with me, take my hand, just let it go, all the things you had. Just trust and walk, step by step, you'll find yourself with me. Please know how precious you are in my eyes. Please know how much I care for you. Just remember never to give up on yourself. See the value that you have. I know your pain, everything that you went through. I was crying when you were down, but I see so much inside of you. So keep going even though it's hard. Please know how precious you are in my eyes. Please know how much I care for you. Just remember never to give up on yourself. See the value that you have. And my child, you finally come home with me. Oh my child, I've been waiting for you. I see the potential that I gave you. It's unfolding and it's beautiful. Please know how precious you are in my eyes. Please know how much I care for you. Just remember never to give up on yourself. See the value that you have. Please know how precious you are in my eyes.
So what an inspirational song to close our evening with. Just remembering us that we are all needed with our beauty and our preciousness to help God create this beautiful world. So I would like to close this evening. I think most speakers had to attend other duties. So again, thank you all for being here. And Mrs. Arceno, you're still here. Thank you so much for your amazing presentation. And we would like to welcome you soon again in our next episode. So we would like to thank our guests, friends, and colleagues from all over the world. And we will let you know when our meet and greet to number 13 will be. So thanks again to all our colleagues, to all of you, to make this possible. And let's keep promoting this platform. So if you want to reach out to anyone that you missed the contact of, just contact us and we will connect you with the person that you would like to collaborate with. So thank you all, and we wish you a beautiful evening. And yes, let's keep empowering each other. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much. It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.